Thanks, Project Shadow, for use of the sun pink.
Every time it's like, all right, let me remember how to do this.
That one. So I think I know how I'm gonna try when I get around to actually redoing the video. I'm going to put the timer in that, and then it's just gonna be a longer.
Yes,
it's just gonna become one.
That's what I understood you were gonna do.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I said anything about that.
Maybe I'm just telepathic.
My brain just be braining right now, but post-injection brain fog.
One of our friends at shul thinks that Tom and I are telepathic with each other. Because the friend tends to sit behind us in the pews. And Tom and I will sit in the same pew, but we don't necessarily talk because, not supposed to talk. But we will look at each other. And our faces will say several things. And we will both understand each other. And then we turn back and no words are ever spoken. And so our friend is absolutely convinced that we're telepathic. And it's more like we just don't have the heart to explain them when you have known someone so long. Like, we know each other. We know the snark in each other's heart. We know.
You know each other.
Exactly. It's like, it also, like, we've already had all these conversations, particularly when it comes to what's in the Torah. The Torah portion last night, for instance, was about, I think it was, I want to say Jacob and Joseph. And how when, was it Joseph? Yeah, Joseph was dying. He made his son promise to not bury him in Egypt, but that he'd have to take his body back to Canaan. And Tom and I've already had this conversation because in the process of doing our family's genealogy.
Cat's face.
Which one?
I just saw that.
Is it mine or is it yours?
I don't know. I don't think they're on my Twitch, so
they're on mine.
Okay then.
Y'all, this has been spelt wrong then the entire time.
Years and years. The entire time of the pandemic. So anyway.
Since 2020, this has been spelled wrong, and you're the first person to tell me.
So, yeah. So,
hi, Mariachi build log.
So there is, Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat saying, I'm about to die. Stick your hand under my thigh and swear you won't leave me here in Egypt, right? When Tom and I were doing our family genealogy, we stumbled across something similar where various things. But in America, this is so long ago when America was young, did not, they lived so for a while, Kentucky was the frontier. Okay. I just need to say that Kentucky was the frontier.
Yes.
And apparently various members of our fake family were like, I gotta get out of here. And moved to various places to escape Kentucky. And would go live their lives elsewhere. And then when they die, their children would take them back to Kentucky to bury them.
It's like, I don't want to live here, but you got to bury me here.
No, I don't even want to be buried here. Promise me you won't. And then the adult child would swear they would, and then they would still go bury them back into Kentucky. There's one headstone in Lexington, Kentucky, And it's like now got like 12 names on it because they just keep picking the plot back up and putting more. And then they don't put a new head and they just keep adding to it. And I said to Tom, as you may recall, Tucson, Arizona calls Albert Finks like no other town in America. You can check through your library's background checking resources. You can check birth, death, and arrest records and warrants for every big city in America. Check for Albert Finks. And in each one, you'll find there's only maybe a handful, even in the biggest of cities like Chicago and New York, there may be only a handful, like literally 3 to 8 Albert Finks in the entire history of these cities, right? But Arizona has dozens. Has dozens. And like, I was like, is it just like 2 or 3 bad Albert Finks? Like, no. Because even these arrest records and warrants will list where they were born. You know, you can actually find this stuff. Their death records will list like where their driver's license, what state it was from, you know, and what their birthdays are. So you could tell these are all different Albert Finks. But no place calls to Albert Finks like the town of Tucson, Arizona. And I said to Tom, for Finks, which do you think is more of the Mitzrayim of Egypt for Finks? Is it Kentucky? Is it Lexington, Kentucky? Or is it Tucson, Arizona? One is the Egypt. Don't leave me here. And Tom said, Kentucky is the Egypt, and Tucson, Arizona is the paradise. But the initial conversation was just me knowingly looking at him and him knowingly looking at me. And then later we, you know, he just confirmed because he's like, I knew you were like, which one, Kentucky or Arizona? And I was like, I was literally thinking it.
I used to have entire conversations like that with my friends in high school. I went to a Catholic all-girls high school for like a semester. But I had like 5 really close friends, and we would sit in class and we would just like look at each other and just have conversations that way. And then we would end up busting up laughing and getting in trouble because, you know, we had this whole, and it mystified the boys that would, you know, come hang around at after school and whatnot, or like at school dances and whatnot. They were like, how do you know what? And I'm like, it's written all over their face if you pay attention. Like, it's right there.
Yeah.
Read the face.
Yes.
Yeah, like when you know someone, you know.
I remember that story, Tom, about the Catholic school uniforms. It's a great story, though. You can tell it again if you want.
Also, real quick, I love that SS Mariachi came in, notified me that I had the website spelled wrong for years, and then went left.
And bye. Websitery.
It's fixed now.
Cool.
Rib cider.
Refresh your page. It's correct now. I fixed it.
I would like to save the Tom has a new update on the Catholic school uniform story that we talked about, but I got to be honest, I need to save that for a time when this whole eyebrow does not ache.
Yes.
Fair.
For the record,
Totally
I did
fair.
Before we started, before I got online, I did take an naproxen sodium as well. So I might be like in an hour, be ready to. I don't know, but it might be another week. So
totally fine.
So many D&D fun concepts.
But don't worry, you can remind me at a later time date. Trust me, I'm not going to forget it. Probably. I mean, I say that, and
I am totally gonna forget it, and then I'm gonna remember at some odd time, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, Glory, by the way," right in the middle of while you're like talking about something else.
months down the road, you'll be like, "What is that?" And I'll be like, "I have no idea." Yeah, so our friend is convinced we're telepathic. Versus we've already had these conversations. We know. But I agree with Kat. Like, sometimes you just look at their face and you know. Like, if we walked into a stationery store and Kat was lingering over maybe the pen counter, I would not be wondering, well, why is she lingering there? I would simply go, have you checked your budget? How much do you have? Do you know? Do I need to throw some money in so you could buy the pen of your dreams? Like,
Or are you insulted by one of these pens, depending on the look on my face?
well, it would depend on
I will linger at something that I'm like,
This is horrifying.
but it does depend on like your face, because usually like when it comes to pens, it's more of like, ah, and that's just like versus if it's consternation. Yeah, I'm not. I could tell the difference.
so completely not connected to this.
Sure.
Would you like to hear? So, for the stupidest reasons, someone who probably didn't even fully realize I could hear him call me a bitch called me a bitch when I was cashiering because I didn't laugh at a bad joke.
What a
Maybe because it's not worth laughing at, huh?
Because
like if a joke's not funny, like
so I had accidentally on the registers, if you hit like a number and then the decimal point, it just turns it into a dollar amount. Or if you do 200, that's $2. Right. Like if you don't hit the decimal point. And the guy was trying to make a joke about no, because I had hit 2 decimal point instead of the button next to it, for $20. And because I was trying to hit 0, and sometimes the buttons are stupid. And he tried to make a joke about 200 being 200. I'm like, no, that's not how a register works. Like, I get what you're trying to fucking say, but it don't work.
Yeah, where's the funny? Like,
right?
Yeah, I don't. That's not a joke,
right?
That's just incompetence. That might be funny, but only in certain like situations.
Yeah. So like because it was like this guy and I'm assuming his girlfriend, because she laughed at the joke. That was not funny.
Well, that's because she wants to totally bang him.
So and when they were by the door, I think she said something about how like I didn't think it was funny or something. I don't know. I didn't hear what she said, but I could very clearly hear him say, "She's a bitch."
Wow.
If he had said it in front of my register, like closer, and I didn't have a line, and I wasn't like actually taking care of the next person in line, I would have been like, "Oh no, please tell me that to my face so I can actually be one to you."
Mm-hmm.
Because I can very much be a bitch as I run this register. There's a whole look to it. There's a whole tone to it. Like, I can do it. I will be a real bitch if you really want to call me one. In this case, you're just an idiot and your joke isn't funny.
Right.
I mean, you can at least take comfort in the fact knowing that you totally got under his skin, that you didn't laugh at his joke. Because if he wasn't totally offended by it, he wouldn't have said anything. Like,
he wouldn't have said it like
his tiny little ego.
Right, because he's not, in reality, he's not half as hot as he likes to think he is.
I'm not a bitch. You're just really dumb, obviously.
Right? Yeah.
And the thing is, because I am actually, sometimes my hearing is better for things that aren't near me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're 5 feet away from me at a door, I'm going to hear you say, because he actually originally said, well, she's a bitch. And then he louder said,
Oh, so
she's
what
a
do we
bitch.
mean?
So, like, I already knew he was calling me it before he emphasized it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Oh no, so
Tristan,
wounded. What will I do with my fragile ego?
as I just take care of the next customer. But yeah, so that like happened on Thursday actually.
Men these days.
Jerks these days.
Yeah.
But that is honestly the first time I've ever, at this store, had anything close to a rude interaction with a customer. Besides the guy who asked me if it hurt when I got hit by a paint truck when he saw my hair.
Ugh.
And it was an old man
What?
as well.
Gross.
And after he walked away, the lady behind him looked at me and was like, did he say that because of your hair? What the fuck is wrong with old people? Like this lady just like she was like,
No. Did you say lead poisoning? Did you just say lead poisoning? They all have lead poisoning. Just be that. What is the fuck wrong with old people? The answer is lead poisoning. Their brains are all filled with heavy metals. Like apparently it gets to boomers about the
also
lead
that was the
poisoning.
first time, because that was like a couple weeks ago actually that the old guy did that. That was the first time anyone had ever commented on my hair in any way that wasn't like, that's really cool, I like your hair.
Yeah.
Like that is the first time in 2 years.
Wow.
Next week I
Wow.
will have been dyeing my hair multiple colors
Yeah.
for 2 years. And that's the first time in 2
Lead
years.
poisoning.
And the people that give me the most compliments about my hair, it's old people.
Right, because it's
Never-
Little old ladies that are like, I love your hair.
Like I was just thinking about. Okay, so last night Tom and I watched a holiday movie because we were still catching up. We watched Holiday Mismatch with the two actresses who played Sabrina Teenage Witch's aunts.
Ah.
It was good.
Yeah.
We actually finished the whole movie last night.
Oh.
Like it was actually so much fun, and the script was pretty good, and it wasn't one of those creepy rom-coms. You
Yeah.
know, like the way the characters behaved actually felt real and natural and authentic.
Ooh.
I know, like it was very enjoyable. But in it, Beth Broderick, remember she's the more uptight aunt.
Mhm.
She plays a similar kind of
Zelda.
character. Zelda, thank you. She plays a similar kind of uptight character, and in it, her husband is a guy. I didn't recognize him, but anyway, his hair is like all white, and we kept debating whether like they had dyed his hair gray and white to make Beth Broderick look younger. And Tom's like, I think it was just natural. Anyway, the whole time, like his hair is so white, and he is not old. He's like middle-aged man, but like white.
Yeah.
So the whole time I kept like imagining, because like essentially his hair kept picking up color cast. And so it was I just like kept imagining, what if he'd gotten like a pink rinse or a blue rinse or a green rinse? Because when I was a girl, so long ago, it was the previous century. For Easter, in particular, all the little old ladies in my town used to get their hair rinsed in Easter colors.
Mm.
And it was like they would do that essentially for pretty much 3 months. Like all of spring. They would all have spring pastel hair colors. And it was the coolest dang thing. And everybody thought that it looked so much fun. Except, yeah, there were always old grumpy men who are like, "You look like an Easter egg," and it's like, why are you saying that like it's a bad thing? That's amazing. That'd be so cool to look like an Easter egg. And so I was just like, the whole time I'm watching the movie, I just keep feeling like, if only he had gone with like a pastel green. This would be perfect for the holiday movie. Or like gotten like green and red highlights for. But no, he's a boring man.
I remember this one time this was back in my emo phase days that never really ended, but like I wore a lot more like eyeliner and whatnot back then.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that. Oh, that would have been so much fun.
And
Megan and her emo eyeliner, like, you just don't understand. It's not a face.
And so I was book blogging at the time, and so I was out taking pictures so I could take like, you know, fancy photos for my blog. And I was taking photos of Kerouac's book about the road. And this old guy, he goes walking by. I'm on this like hiking trail. He goes walking by and he's like, "What is it, a scary book?" And I'm like, "No, it's Kerouac." And he just shut up after that. He had like, he couldn't say anything. He was just like, "Oh." He just walks on, like making sure not to look at me, and I just laughed for way too long after. It was honestly one of the funniest things that has happened to me in a long time. Just this dude, is it a scary book? No, it's fucking Kerouac. What are you talking about?
I feel that way about Jack Kerouac, actually. Like, Lord, save me.
The only reason I read the book is because that's one of my dad's favorite books, and I hated it, honestly. There is so much that I hate about that book. If I was still talking to my dad, we would have to we would have hours long conversations about books, especially because my dad he knows how to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So like we once spent 3 hours talking about the book about the whale. It starts with an M? Moby Dick. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours about this one book that I have never read. I started reading it and I got bored. And
yeah, I don't blame you. I think it's a terrible book, but okay.
Just because I own it doesn't mean I've read it.
Some interesting preferences in literature, honestly. We have a lot of disagreements.
I agree, Tom. I agree.
Yeah.
Like, my issue with a lot of like Moby Dick and the Red Badge of Courage and many of those older classics
is the Bell Pulls or whatever it's called.
Let's stop glorifying colonizing. Cool.
Yeah.
As well as the inherent white supremacy and patriarchy in it. Let's stop glamorizing that. It's old, and I'm so tired of it. But I say that because I have read a bunch of those, and yeah, I'm tired of it because I've read them, and I'm like, yeah, they really nothing. Like, when people would come into the library, the only time a strange, like a man who we weren't used to seeing, who wasn't a regular, would come in to find a book was somebody, usually his father or father figure had just died, and he needed immediately to check out a book that father figure had loved so he could understand.
Oh dear.
So, yes, this happened multiple times, y'all. I worked there. I worked in that library system for 6 years. It happened like once a quarter. And it was almost always Hemingway.
Oh, not Hemingway.
Yeah. And it's like, couldn't they, or might be Moby Dick. It might, it was like books of, why couldn't these dying men have better taste in books? Is what my issue always was. Now, I did not say that to their faces because they're in grief, and that's insensitive.
True.
But if they came back with the book wanting to talk to me about it, then I would say, like, why couldn't they have been, what are your thoughts on it? And they're like, and usually these men would say, almost all the same would say, I did not understand why my father or uncle or grandfather was obsessed with this book. I read the whole thing and I'm confused. Like, I don't understand the obsession, to which I would go, yeah, did you ask yourself, why couldn't he have had better taste in books to obsess about? And almost every single time the man would laugh, go, yeah, okay, why couldn't he have had better taste? And then I would go, can I interest you in a book I think you might enjoy? Tell me what your beef was with this Hemingway novel or with Moby Dick. Did you not feel bad for the whale at a certain point where you're not like, you know what? Good for the whale. Like, to at least drive one man insane. How cool is that? That whale achieved things that I have yet to achieve. Like, like, if you read one of these classic novels and you tell me your beef with it, usually I can find something to recommend you read instead that you might like. And yeah, it's and inevitably it's like that. Let me take you over to the sci-fi fantasy section because you, sir, have enough brains to appreciate some good science fiction fantasy. What you want? You want aliens? You want centaurs? What you got? Let's send you on an adventure as a palate cleanser for Hemingway. Get it out of your mouth.
God, I once made the mistake of trying to listen to For Whom the Bell Tolls, like on the way to work before, and I just would get so angry at the book. I would be like shouting at Hemingway, like I hated that book so much, especially the way he treated. I can't even remember her name. I just remember that the main character kept calling her Little Rabbit over and over again, and I'm like, she is not a rabbit. Stop calling her that.
Yeah.
It just disgusted me. And this was before I was a feminist as much a feminist as I am now.
I mean, it is interesting that I don't feel quite the same about novels written by women from the same or similar time periods as I like to say, like, I am here to only speak good things about Louisa May Alcott. No. She was a product of her time, and I've got a little bit of beef with Louisa May. I've got a lot of bit of beef. And I definitely have some choice things to say to Laura Ingalls Wilder too. But I don't have the same level of combination of snark and boredom that I have with many of these other novels that are held up as like classics, particularly classics of American literature. And I'm like, really? This is the best we have to offer the world? No. I guess partly because as far as what it is to be a woman in the world, woman in America, things have not changed as much as I think in many ways situations have changed for many more men of various backgrounds than they have changed for their female counterparts. I would say
that makes total sense.
But anyway, it's about time for us to do our first little sprinty sprint.
Yeah, we do those.
Yeah, we do those. And I am sorry to break it to Megan, but I do need to do a bit of a longer one.
No.
I know.
Okay.
Your arch
Will
nemesis.
I return?
We were
Whatever.
starting with
No.
45s and then doing a 30 for the second.
Yeah, we do a 45 first, and then we do a 30 for our second.
I gotcha.
And that's been our little vibe this winter, and we've been enjoying it. So that's what I was trying to get to. But don't worry, Megan. Our second sprint will be 30. So if you can stick around,
Yeah.
or wander back to us,
Hopefully my ADHD will let me. Honestly,
right?
it has been a challenge, but yes.
So we're gonna, yeah. So that's what I wanted to say is we're gonna do a 45-minute sprinty sprint for our first. There we go. There we go. So we will see y'all on the flip side. Good luck, everybody.
Beep, 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 beep.
I'm here. I made it.
Yay.
Yay.
I almost did it though. Like I looked a minute ago and I was like, I'm just gonna crochet a few more stitches and then then I got lost in the crochet. And then
Well,
I was like, oh, I need to return.
I'm glad you got found.
Yeah. We're glad you returned to us.
Yes.
Oh, is
I
it
had-
time to spend time with the piggies?
Dinner that sprint and then I was crocheting. All the crocheting.
Nice. It's apparently time for Sassy to spend time with the pigs. She's like trying to get herself in between their cages. Like, let me just squish you right here. This is where I belong. Hi, ma'am. You couldn't fit? They're a little too close, aren't they? She's like, I'm not quite liquid enough. That's what I should do. I should make a Pinterest board for the aesthetic for Briar's Hollow. That's what I should do. Let's make a board.
Ugh.
Okay, Kat,
Yes.
let me ask you a question, please.
Okay.
So, is there a way in Restream to change the thumbnail, or do I need to go to YouTube to do that?
Are you wanting to change it for next Fridays?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me double check. I think there is a way.
I thought so too, but I'm not finding it, and I'm like, is it just me? It could just be me.
Edit event. So you might have to. Okay. So when you're on the main screen and you're seeing all of our. Oh, that's weird. I can see our stream in our little stream window. Sorry. In the studio. In the.
Are you in
main page.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay. So when you click the three little dots for
Yes.
more actions,
Yes.
edit event.
Okay, yes.
And then on the individual thingies, hit edit, and it'll take you to a screen where you can see the little thumbnail. So you have to replace it on each individual location.
Okay. I can do that, though.
Yeah. It took me a second. I was like, I've seen this button. Give me a minute. I'm like, I've seen where I do this. I just got to look for it.
Right. Because that is what distracted me from being, up on the timer.
Also, you have it scheduled for noon Eastern.
Yes.
I thought it was 1 Eastern.
Oh, you haven't been checking the Coffee Buddy emails. I'm fine.
I haven't checked it in like the last 2 days. I'm sorry.
Well, you've missed out on so many corporate emails when nobody has any corporations. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's getting fixed. That's what I was doing. I was like, okay.
Oh.
No.
It's 12 to 1.
Yes. And I wanted to be sure to mention that during our Coffee Bunny here, in case anybody would like to join us this Friday, we will be on doing a break stream. Coffee Bunny will be, as well as I'll be doing it. I'll go ahead and also broadcast it on my writing YouTube account.
Uh,
And Pat, would you prefer me to broadcast it on your YouTube account or Twitch? You know,
I don't know. Do they just want it to be the Coffee Bunny YouTube channel though?
they didn't say anything. Guess what? They forgot to even send us newcomer emails until today.
Okay.
Anyway,
chaos is chaos
Yeah,
all
it
the
is.
time.
I didn't realize till I opened up the spreadsheet. They're doing this for like
It's all week. They are doing it from the 12th through the 19th.
Yes, because I was initially looking at Sunday going, we're not here at all. Oh, there's tabs for day. Let me go. Yeah. Yeah. Talk about intense.
So, question is, if I'm showing up on Friday, am I showing up here or am I showing up in the chat?
I think in the chat.
Okay.
Because I think we need, I don't know, I haven't read the things.
I mean, like, we can have up to 10 people here. You know,
Yeah.
here. So, but like,
So I'll show up here if there's less than 10 people. And if there's more than 10, if there's 10 people, then I'm just going to hang back.
It's saying that
Yeah.
we have a co-host.
yeah, I didn't know. I was looking at, look, yes, I found all this out literally during this sprint.
I thought it was just.
I do not know who this is. I would have thought they would have sent me, like, at least their contact.
I'm wondering if that might be a mistake.
I'm going to go with probably not. I don't know. Hi, Nia.
Hi, Nia.
Are figuring stuff out. As I said, I got the email from Sam last night. Literally, I'm dressed to go to shul, waiting for Tom to pick me up to go to, synagogue services.
Yeah.
And that's why I just emailed her, I will do whatever you tell me tomorrow. Only it's tomorrow now, and I need to update, the thumbnail and the things and fix the time because time zones. Y'all, like, with love, I say this. When I am speaking with Americans about what time is an event, especially if I know for a fact they live in a different time zone, I feel like it should be implicit that people should say the time zone an event is in, especially if they know for a fact it is not in my time zone.
Because Maggie told me it was 1 p.m.
Right? Okay. See, I was like, am I?
I think it's in my messages that
I
it's at
try
1 p.m.
not to be like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but like I don't promise. Like y'all, I have ADHD.
Yeah. That's what it is in my messages.
I'm an imperfect little coffee bunny, and it's cool. And but y'all, like, do y'all realize noon Eastern Standard Time is 11 a.m. my time? It's so cruel to make me have to get up so early. Thank God it's just coffee and crochet.
Yeah, because I have it in my messages that it's
I feel
1
like
to
it's
2
all
p.m. Eastern on Friday, 1/17. There's a break of chatting
let's
stream.
I will say a thing, and I don't
Yes.
want anyone to ever say like, well, Glory was like totally blah, 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 or whatever, because I say this with love, y'all. If you love me, you will never, ever, ever ask me to appear anywhere, even on the tubes, before noon my time. If you love me. Now, if you don't love me, that's okay. Why are you asking me to appear if you don't love me? But if you love me, you'll try your best. Now, of course, things happen and things change. And if you just say, hey, Gloria, something changed, it's cool. But like, I feel like if you accept me for who I am, you will never ask me to show up anywhere in the AMs unless we're talking 3 a.m. Thank you, Nia. I feel seen because I was like, am I
Okay.
Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs right now? I thought everybody knew me. Yes, it is for the 1K marathon. And, you know, Kat, I don't even know your work schedule. Are you going to be able to go or are you going to be at work?
Yes, I do have the 17th off.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Let me double check
like,
when I
I
made my therapy
initially-
appointment for, though, because I was expecting this to
Right,
be
because like if you message me, whoever you are, if we are friends, like I've told you what state I live in, so you know that means we're friends. Because I don't just tell people where I live
That's true.
because I have, you know, a stalker ex-husband. Although he knows what state I'm in. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm just saying,
It's fine.
if you ever message me and say, hey, Gloria, you want to be part of this, I will take it as you are essentially asking me, please come to this thing. And so I'm going to do everything I can, including move heaven and earth to be there, even if it is in the AM. But just know that I'll be like, why don't they love me enough to recognize my time zones? No, I'm kidding. I am teasing about that. Like, but if you ask me to be somewhere, I will try my absolute best to do it because I figure you wouldn't ask me if you did not need me or want me there, right? That's what. Haha. Guess what?
Hi. How's it going? Ma'am? You've been like absent like all day.
I have a cat. But yeah, like if you invite me to a thing, I will assume you want to see me there. There's some reason.
No.
You're like, we need a Glory. And there's only one I know, so therefore we must, you know. I will come. Literally, you know, Tom and I talk about it, it's like your presence has been requested. So
I was on Blue Sky and I saw another Glory and I was confused for a second. I'm like, is this like a secret Glory?
so there are so few of us in this world. It is true.
I was just, and I think they followed me too or something like that. That's how I came across them. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
What's up?
This
How's it
is surprising.
Literally in the state of Mississippi, I have only ever met one other Glory in my entire life. And I know of a little Glorious, although I say little and she's like 12 now. No, is she 12? No, surely not. No, I refuse to accept the march of time. No. She's 8.
Yeah, Glory the Poet.
I do not.
They followed me on Blue Sky and I was like, whoa.
That is not me.
I am going to send an email to Sam asking about this co-host situation that we had no idea about. Because we have no contact information for this person. We don't know.
I mean, I don't have a problem co-hosting. I don't have a problem.
We don't have a problem bringing other people in. It's
yeah,
just,
with
we have
random
to know
people.
we're doing this to do this.
Now, I did get a message from Maggie on Instagram this
Asking for a
afternoon
link.
asking for a link. But that was it. Like, that's all.
And I did send her a link, by the way. I don't know if you did.
Thank you. No, it didn't send me that update.
Okay.
Because, like, I mean, like, let's be honest. I've been just, especially because of the sinus pain today, I've just been trying my best. But it hasn't been my best. It's just my today's best.
Okay. I don't know which email first. I'm going to respond to the one with the
coffee buddy email.
Yeah, I'm gonna respond to the one with the sheet in it and be like, hey, this says something about a co-host. We have no idea who this person is. We have no problem if they wish to join us.
Right, exactly.
But we just need to know.
And it's nice that we have a paid restream accounts so we can have up to 10
Yeah.
people. Although perfectly honest, for coffee and crochet, I was planning on getting my crochet camera out. And so like that would technically be 9. But like I don't have to put the crochet cam on. And again, I don't want anyone to think I'm bad mouthing like, oh, belly aching. I don't want to do 11 a.m. It's fine. I thank God have enough notice. Can you imagine if this was the night before and I just found out?
Oh no.
Yeah.
It would be like, why don't y'all love
I mean, this event starts tomorrow, technically.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, we don't do it for Friday. And so, yeah, like I said it to Tom yesterday, like, I just found out it's at 11 a.m. my time. But at least it's just coffee and crochet, so I don't have to actually like do much. Because y'all, I can crochet in my sleep practically. Drink coffee. Yes, I can do this. I can absolutely do this. And Tom's like, oh, why did Maggie do that? And I was like, I don't know. She must have needed us or wanted us to be a part of it. And I appreciate that she cared. So, I don't know. We'll find out later. I told him I'll figure out the rest of the story eventually, hopefully, one day. Who knows?
I had asked her if she wanted to be if she would be cool with me promoting her, because she's republishing the I keep messing up the name. Her trilogy, like there's books. She's republishing. She got the rights back, something like that. And I was like, hey, are you cool with me putting this in the Coffee Bunny newsletter so that we can promote this for you for free? And because I really like promoting people's stuff.
Yes,
I know you're like, so that is amazing. That is awesome. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah.
Do you want to be in this? I was like, I don't know. I don't know my work schedule. And that's when she reached out to you.
Yes.
Like, that is how I know the story.
I understand, and I appreciate that, you know, she reached out and also saw me as like the other side of Coffee Bunny, which is nice because, you know, let's be honest, it's nice to be included. I'm gonna be. You know.
I mean, you are the other half. Have you seen
know, but
how I introduced in the videos I'm doing?
Sometimes, though, you've met people, you've seen they're, you know, people's lives are focused.
Yeah, and I tend to be, because I do a lot of the more face presenting stuff for Coffee Bunny. Besides,
I know you were. I was saying, I watched your promo of JC Carpenter. You're so cute. I watched the whole. You were adorable. I was like, oh, so cute.
I started with the creepy, like really close thing. I was like, you know, it's just to carry through on every video now.
You're so cute. My literal only complaint is like I have to wait another week before I can watch another of your promo videos. It's like I kind of find these refreshing. I wish we had like a daily little cat talking about another writer. Like
find more people.
Speaking of, did you know we have a Coffee Bunny newsletter? And then Kat takes as like a side hobby making these cute promo videos.
Well, because in the newsletter, I only really write in and promote a specific thing. So, like specifically in the newsletter, I had promoted JC's website, right2bemagazine.com, and so in the video, I got to explore and go through the website, the blog, the store. We went to her Amazon author page.
Yes, I actually enjoyed it. I liked
the YouTube channel.
That, number one, I find you so charming in these videos. Like, it's just refreshing. Number two, I very much enjoyed your walkthrough of all of her, let's say, platforms. Because I thought I was familiar with all her stuff, and I'm like, oh wait, I've learned a new thing. This is cool.
I'm taking this as an invitation to deep dive into people's.
I found it so refreshing. Of like, yes, walk me through all her platforms and all her stuff, because I subscribed to her. I believe she has a newsletter or some sort of blog, RSS or something. I've been subscribed for years. I thought I knew her stuff. I learned in your video that there was yet more, and I was thrilled. So
when I have the money, I want to go back to her store. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, I found your video promo convenient for me because like you're doing a walkthrough, a very approachable, refreshing, charming walkthrough. I liked it. I was like, oh wow, this is even better than I was expecting.
When I was just like, I want to do promo videos. Like, sure, cool. I don't know what to expect here. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like a quick little promo. No, it's like an 8-minute video.
I know, I loved it. No, I loved it. It's thorough. Like it's yes. Take me while I drink my coffee. Take me through her.
So
Yeah.
is it like a Huel? Is it Kat's version of author tube Huelhauser?
Yes, but without her interviewing the actual person. Like, you know, she doesn't. She's not like, hello. Which would be awesome. Like, if seriously,
That would be hilarious.
I like. Do you know how much I wish I had an extra like $22 so I could ship one of these to Kat? She'd be like, "Hello, tell me." Like, yes. But yeah,
it's
kind
tomorrow is Sunday, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow is Sunday. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
But yeah, I highly recommend you check out on Coffee Bunny's YouTube account Kat's promo of JC Carpenter and all their media platforms, and just walks you
She
through.
has some great work.
Yes,
Like she has some.
I did not know about her
interviews. She
store.
has. Like, I really do. This is also really fun to me because I'm getting to like see.
Yes,
I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
let's just find all of their other stuff.
Kat shares screen. I believe Tom and I watched it together, and I was like, look at all those tabs at the top. It felt so refreshingly
I
authentic.
had so many tabs.
It was so many tabs. It was like, oh wow, I feel better. I don't have as many tabs up on mine.
Oh no, you can't even see nearly all of them because they're
Yeah.
under groups.
Yeah,
Hello,
Yeah, like,
India. Now you're on.
I loved it so
side.
much. I was actually disappointed at the end of that video that there wasn't like I couldn't just binge another of like Laura's and the other ones you have set. Like I was like, this is the problem with being at the very beginning of somebody's like content.
Yeah.
You can't binge because it was so refreshing. I loved it. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Mwah.
Thank you. I'm just. Thank you.
I'm a fan.
I did it because I enjoy promoting other people, and I don't like self promotion. I'm like, here, let me promote you for you.
I understand, but yeah, I did not know JC Carpenter had like a merch store. Didn't know.
Made sure to try and link every location.
Also, it was funny because when you were looking at our merch stuff and you were like, "Oh, this is actually," I have to come back to. I was literally having the exact same thought right before you said it. And I was like, so yes, I love it. I love everything about it. 10 out of 10. No notes other than more content. You need to make more. I need more. Hungry for more. Here to support you in supporting our whole community.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so when I was asking some people for like, hey, because Nicole Ford Thomas has Spellbound coming out. It comes out on the 31st of this month.
Mm-hmm.
And I had seen the cover reveal pictures and stuff. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I was like, oh, I should ask Nicole this question. And she was doing a live, so I had asked her in the chat. And that actually also got me JK Lambo, who is always in Jay's stream.
Yeah.
So she actually emailed Coffee Bunny, and so I got like some stuff for her that I'm gonna put in the next newsletter. Plus I'm gonna do Nicole, and then Maggie's. I have a list.
Yeah,
I have myself a little list here.
I assume you've also got your that survey open so that.
Yeah, plus I have the submit thing open. Like you have the submit button, it's constantly open. I didn't remove like January at all because like if the month has already passed, you can. I doubt you're gonna be a year in advance, but I guess go ahead.
Some people like
if you want to be a year in advance, be a year in advance. I won't stop you. I'll keep it there.
Like I was just watching Abby Cox had made a promo video about what she's planning for this upcoming year, and one of the things she was talking about is she was filming a bunch of stuff in advance because she sold her book in December of 2023 and she needed to work on it And so, she was talking about that. So, especially if somebody is like more hybrid or traditional publishing, they're going to know months, if not years in advance. So, no, I see that as legit.
Yeah. So like if somebody wants to do that, like that's why I'm leaving all of those options open. I'm not removing the months. But so I have Nicole, JK Lambo, and Maggie. Plus I'm also still putting in Ginny and Stephanie because they asked if they could be in it again. Plus Ginny has the Guardian series, and I took like the description from book 1. So I'm gonna do the book description for book 2.
Yeah.
For the February one.
Right. And do you know when you want to send out, or do you want to send the February newsletter out at the beginning of February? Is that the plan?
So
okay,
I want to try and have that. So that's why I'm working on them throughout.
I'm asking from an editorial point of view, of like when.
So I want to try for the first coffee bunny of the month. The problem is February 1st is the first Saturday of the month.
Amen, sister. Yeah, you and me both.
That is my one issue here. So I'm gonna try and get as much of it done before then, because as long as it gets out during that stream is my goal. And I have pre-recorded up through Ginny and have them all scheduled. So Ginny's so I have JC's came out on the 8th. Laura's comes out next week on the 15th. Carrie's video is coming out on the 22nd of January. Ginny's is going to be the 29th of January. And then next I want to record Stephanie's for the 5th of February. I have the dates already for when I want them to be.
Very nice.
Because when I have the energy, I'm just batch recording. If you
absolutely.
do watch the videos, it's just I'm bringing this.
Yeah, that's what I'd recommend is just batch record them.
And then Joanne's, I'm hoping her video for the 12th of February. Maggie's will be the 19th, and Nicole's the 26th. And I'm doing them in the order they appear in the newsletters as well.
Cool.
So Ginny's and Stephanie, they're only going to be getting the one because I am continuing it into the next issue. I'm not sure what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it if, like, say in 3 to 6 months, I promote Carrie again for something else. I might do a second shorter video or do a short and still because I also made a playlist. So there's actually a continuous playlist. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. Unless like some things change on websites or stuff like that, then I would go back through. If that makes sense. Or they add more things.
It does make sense.
So, but
because you can always say in the video, like, hey, I have this video if you want to see extra stuff.
Like, here's more of their stuff. I'm going to get a deep dive.
I'm going to just throw this out here. Maybe we should talk to Charlie about Charlie making a little Huell Hauser vibe music for your intro videos. As said, they are so charming, so refreshing.
I hope you're aware that every video is starting like, hey, so-and-so, you're about to get promoted. Every single one is starting that way.
You know what you know. I love it.
That is how I'm starting every single one. And then, like, the next clip is me actually doing an intro.
Yeah. It's so cute. I love it. I love it.
So brilliant.
Yeah. I think it's so fun. It's so enjoyable. Like, Kat, I mean, do you realize, like, we spend quite a bit of time overall together, and yet there I am, not when we are hanging out chatting, absolutely eating up these little promo videos you make. Like, yes, please.
Thank you. I'm very much enjoying them. And if, like, for some reason somebody doesn't want one of those types of videos, don't be afraid to tell me that.
Although one would hope that if they're publishing writing, they would want their writing. If
you have a pen name and you don't want it connected with your, like, Nia, I believe you have a pen name that you don't connect with Fiction of Fiction. I understand. And I would keep those things separate. Like, if that one has, like, social media pages or something. I'm using you as an example, Nia, because I see your name and I know you have this. Like, I would keep them separate. I wouldn't try and cross things like that for people. That's, like, a respectable boundary. It's a boundary that creators make. that I want to respect, but I also want to promote their content in their sections.
Mm-hmm.
So like if Nia like published under a pen name, I would totally do a promo for the pen name if she wanted
Right.
me to.
And you just
And then I could do a Nia promo for
Right.
something else.
You can just treat the various pen names as like separate entities.
Yes. Like, because I understand that some people write certain things that they don't want connected to other things.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely makes sense.
And as long as I'm aware of that.
Exactly.
Because when I do like the deep dive, it's starting from point A and following that name.
Yeah.
Essentially, and those social accounts. Like
Yeah,
that's why I do all of JC's stuff is because it's all under JC Carpenter.
Exactly. Yeah. Which, like, honestly, I was like, going through your walkthrough of JC Carpenter stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to update my stuff. Like, is that not the job of community, is to like help us all like kind of, oh yeah, that's good hygiene there. I need to do that. I need to do essentially update my social media links, since I don't do anything on Twitter or X, whatever. But I've essentially now have a presence on Blue Sky that I'm quite active on.
Yeah.
Anyhow, shall we go ahead and do our second sprinty sprint?
Yeah, considering we're like 8 minutes up in the hour mark.
I know, but geeking about promoting our community, important. So, and yes, I have set up a lovely little 30-minute timer of snow falling because 'tis the season, y'all.
Biscay. I call it Biscay because it's B-Sky. I don't remember whose video it's in, but I mentioned their Blue Sky and I'm like, Biscay. That's what I call it. I'm not sorry.
No.
Are you in the correct folder? You're in my assets. Hold on.
Oh, that's what it is? Nah, glory.
I think you're in my assets.
I'm in captions.
So go to the folder up top.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, you got to change the folder to the Coffee Balloons.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
I can learn eventually.
Also, I think we actually have, I think I set up our description on the video, by the way. So we actually have links.
What? That's
Coffee Bunny stuff. I did not put our like link trees and stuff in there. But I linked to our Twitches and to the Coffee Bunny newsletter and stuff. Because I was just in a Coffee Bunny mindset when I did it.
I'm so glad you're here. It's just not the same without you.
Laura, hi.
Huh?
Laura, hi.
Oh, is Laura here?
Yeah.
Hey, please. We are just about to do a little sprinting sprint, Laura. So we will see everybody on the flip side. You know, if I can fix the captions, no promises. All right, there. This time. Me bada beep. Me bada beep 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 beep. Me bada beep.
The guinea pigs are boopy booping with you.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so sweet.
I did get a response from Sam. It is not a mistake. She did send me the contact information, so I'm gonna email them and send them the link to the Restream Studio, as well as ask for links and stuff for them for the description for the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I've started the slow process of updating the description, but I want to I wanted to make sure I had this person's stuff.
Yep.
Before we're new for a fact. So, but apparently,
things.
Yeah. But she's looking forward to working with whoever took the time. So, the time slot. So,
well, that's good.
We didn't know.
Because I hope she liked chaos. No.
So, but Sam was like within a couple minutes had responded actually.
Awesome.
Apparently. So, which is awesome because I got the message. I sent the email 16 minutes ago and I got her email 9 minutes ago. So,
well, hell yeah.
I don't know. My brain is blanking on emailing now. I'm going to apologize that we didn't get the link sooner because we didn't know. We were a last minute add-on, and so we're sorry that we didn't get you the link sooner. We would have gotten it sooner.
I don't know. Like, we're days away from Friday. It's fine. Right? It's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. I spent that sprint like really going over everything. Like I kept trying to update the thumbnail for Friday through Restream and it wouldn't up, so I just finally went to
YouTube.
Coffee Bunny's YouTube account.
Really, Sassy dear? Why are you like this?
And just manually did that, and then it worked fine.
Yes, Hephaestus.
Tell me all your troubles. By the way, Kat, that was Tom's one comment watching your promo for JC Carpenter is I've never heard the piggies be so quiet before. And I said, no, it's my presence that they are interacting with. That's why.
They actually do interact with you.
I know.
Like they hear, like they recognize your guys' voices and they will squeak more when I'm talking to certain people, actually.
He's like, I've never heard them so quiet. Like, he's like, how is she, talking and the piggies are just silent. And I was like, it's because I'm not there.
They really do like you, actually.
So I also updated the description stuff for the Friday Coffee Bunny. Oh, okay. And I may or may not have put in both yours and my link trees because let us never miss a moment to let people know.
You might have to redo those.
Why?
Because I was also editing it at the same time.
Oh, Lordy.
Let me refresh my page, see if it's...
Two of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get... Wait, did you? Yeah. You gotta redo that. I'm sorry.
Girl.
It accepted the thumbnail.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I was messing with the description. I was starting to get the stuff in there.
Where? I see. I'm looking at the description. And I see Cat's links and Glory's links. It's under descriptions.
Okay, now it's there. That wasn't there.
It's trying to mess with us.
Okay, so
It's
Is
all
that all
there.
you did? Is all you did was add our links? Okay. So I'll get I'm gonna email. I don't want to slaughter her name.
Sam?
No, Kamisha? Kamisha?
Oh, yeah, Kamisha. It looked like Kamisha, but I mean, I don't until somebody pronounces
Until
it.
she tells me.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess it up.
But yeah, like we need her links too.
Yes.
Obviously.
So Maggie's and her links.
Yeah.
And then the links for the subathon.
And I put in the hashtags that Sam was using on the
Okay.
playlist. I put that in the bottom of the description. That's also what I was doing during the sprint. So if somebody's using those, they can find us.
The faces I must make when I'm typing.
Oh yeah, people. I have done sprints where I was writing stories, and literally the chat's like, "What's going on with Glory?" And it's like I'm writing a sad scene. Of course, I'm crying. Doesn't everybody cry when they write sad scenes? Do y'all not have feelings? Maybe I should put Coffee Bunny on my link tree.
Do I? I might not have put Coffee Bunny on my link tree yet.
Yeah, you don't have. I'm looking at your link tree right now.
Okay, then I will have to correct
Although
that.
I like how you have it organized. I'm like, look at all that. It's nice.
I attempt things.
I'm so proud of you for attempting the things. I need to take out threads because, like,
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. I'm gonna actually enter that studio and get the link from in the studio because it's a shorter link than this. I knew that. I've sent this link before.
Yeah, it gave me this huge long one.
I love how I can tell whichever one of us got into Restream last.
Oh,
it puts whoever it was last name whenever I enter a studio or whoever left last. So because if you leave before me, it will change it back to my name. But if I leave before you, when I enter again, it's gonna be you. But there's chaos in this recording.
Oh my gosh, so much flipping chaos.
Yes. Copy. No, it still gave me a long link. Well, that's rude. Thank you. Well, either way. It gave me a link. It's fine. Okay. And then I'll also, she probably already has it, but I'll also give her a link to the YouTube stream as well.
Yes.
I'm one of those people.
Blue Sky, Latree's like, Blue Sky, we've never heard of it. And I'm like, why are you like this? How dare you?
I'm not super into Blue Sky, but I do like it more than Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, actually. It's the one I like the most. And I
all of the things. Like
everybody knows my distaste for all of the social media.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, this is where, but like as far as social media goes. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I like it as far as these things go.
Also, I'm doing everything as we And I'm sending her emails as Cat and Glory.
I know.
Unless it's
like, baby, let us just body double this stuff. Especially, when we're feeling it. We're in the moment. Let it happen. All right. Now, let's see.
I'm also being like, hey, also quick intro. Coffee Bunny is run by 2 people. It's Cat from Cat's Chaos Cafe and Glory from Glory Writes the Blues. Just so you know, you'll be getting emails from both of us. Like one or both of us will respond.
Yes. All right. What was I? Okay.
You can tell whichever one of us sends the email because we put our name first.
Yep.
Because I do Cat and Glory, and I think you do Glory and Cat if you send it from both of us. Okay. I'm also gonna. Because Maggie is joining us, right?
I am not the person who has any knowledge or authority on what is happening. Hi, Carrie.
Okay, so I'm putting we believe we will also be joined.
Yeah, like I have no flipping clue what's going on. I'm like, well, we do love chaos because we give chaos, so we certainly can't criticize chaos. So,
Oh, hey Carrie. Hi. Random thing. I might have slightly called you out for not having your link tree linked if you do have a link tree
oh no!
in your video.
Oh,
So hopefully by the time the video goes up, you
No!
have linked your link tree.
Not the passive shaming. No,
I was like,
not
hey,
a Catholic. Not poor
Carrie.
Carrie. He's such a good Catholic.
It's lovable.
Lovable, y'all. Did you know it's lovable?
Okay. I hope there's no like inaccuracies in this. I'm like half asleep. My brain is like slowly fogging. Oh, Carrie, you don't know.
You don't know.
I am. If you've been promoted in the Coffee Bunny newsletter, each person is getting a video promotion. Your video is scheduled for the 22nd of this month. It is not linked on, I want to say, your YouTube channel. Like, in the actual, like, YouTube channel itself. If I remember correctly. Let's message. Hold on. Videos, because I know I'm linked to. I've your YouTube channel linked here.
I liked Harry. In what video? How dare you? I'm teasing. I'm teasing, girl.
It is. Yes. It is not in your links in your about on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I gotta go do mine too. Carrie, you are not alone.
Yeah, so some people don't look for your links sometimes in your description if they go straight to your channel. Because if they're going straight to your channel, they want it in your about links too. So
Let's see. I need to.
Because that's where I was just pulling links for most of the stuff I was doing, by the way, was just in that section. Because I didn't have the, like, in my trying to get the all the locations. I'm like, I'm not watching videos to do this. That takes more time. Email.
Time is money. There we go.
Okay. I'm sending this email now. It has the link to the studio. It has the YouTube stream link. It's like, hey, there's 2 people actually behind this name, by the way. We're sorry. We were sort of last minute. We didn't get the info until last night/today. So, A. I didn't do the A part, but.
You didn't?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that in an email quite yet. I will probably find out one day. And I'm signing it off. Looking forward to meeting you. Cat and Glory. Hey, nice job, Carrie. I hope I titled that right. I was a rambling subject line. My bad. Oh well, it's already
I
said.
love the rambly subject. What are you talking about? I like it. I think it's charming.
Okay. I'm gonna close that tab. And I will check the email in the morning to see if she has responded, so that I can get the links into her links in there. I have not added anybody else's links though, or anything for that yet, because my brain is saying, "Hi, do you know what time it is?"
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it too.
Yeah, it is 11:09 Eastern, guys. Which is way past our time.
Yeah, like,
I mean, it's prepping for the 25th, but
even though it's really nice to be able to breathe out of my nostrils.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Like, I'm actually very excited that you can breathe.
Like, oh god, it feels so good.
Oh, I didn't say so earlier. I never finished fully what I was saying. I was so excited, by the way, when I started getting like people giving me their links and stuff to put in the newsletter. I literally did a happy dance. Like, I enjoy, like, it gives me so many happy brain chemicals. I actually did a happy dance when I was given the links and the permission to promote people.
Nice. There. Okay. I have at least removed Twitter from my YouTube account and put in Blue Sky. And I have updated Blue Sky on my Linktree. And I also put in Coffee Bunny YouTube and the Coffee Buddy Substack on my Linktree. Look at me. I'm winning.
That is winning.
I'm winning something. I don't know. Breathing. I have won the right to breathe through both nostrils, fully functional for only a moment, but it's great. Oh, very nice. Good job, Karen. Woot, woot.
I don't have the capacity to change the links right now.
Honey, you are doing great. Look at you achieving things.
I have done so many things in
much.
the last 2 days. I did not expect my brain to.
You have done so, just the things I know you've done. You've done so much. And what is it? You've been planning a one shot, as well as you're adding various underage children to a different D&D campaign in the backwoods of Michigan. Bless you. Bless you, my saint.
Yeah, I had
Even me.
5 kids, like ranging from, I think my nephew's 11. Also, we added my nephew.
Okay.
And another one of my nieces. So this poor boy is like stuck with like 5. Like, so now I'm gonna have 3 sets of siblings. Brother, sister,
but
sister, and sister are going to be the ones playing.
Can I just say what a blessing that will be, that they will all get to play with each other in playing RPG? Like, no, because like think about it, like long term, the more support you have as a person, like family support, friends support, community support, the better your quality of life tends to be. And like what a gift you are giving them by arranging this insane chaos thing.
And making them all sit on the floor, because I'm not dealing with them fighting over keys in the living room or the dining room.
Amen. You know what? They can start bringing bean bags. So, but before we go, I just need to bring up, what was it? Oh, Lord, please bring it back. The starter pack. So that was something we were talking about at the very beginning of the sprint in the chat.
Yes.
About doing some sort of writerly starter pack for the new to Blue Sky folks. I don't mind spearheading it. Not that I actually know necessarily much more than anyone else, to be perfectly honest.
I think if we ask Charlie has made a starter pack before.
Yeah. I made a friends pack of like, just so I could like see y'all's stuff.
So I am like now half tempted to try and make like a coffee bunny one.
Yeah, that's so okay. That's why I want to talk about it right here before we say goodnight.
Okay. Do we want to make a coffee bunny Blue Sky, and then we can and then I can just, one of us can just throw links on there when things happen.
That's
whenever they have the energy, just toss things on there.
Since I think it'd probably be better than just like one or the other of us starting a starter pack. Because the Coffee Bunny is doing the newsletter, and it seems like a better
cohesive point.
Yes.
Like
really we just kind of foster community. Because again, the more community you have, the better your quality of life is, the more likely you are to feel supported and, have that support and feel like you're supported. As well as, there's people to cheer you on.
Yeah. Like we started Coffee Bunny because it was like, hey, a guaranteed time we could hang out. And we were like, we want a place where we can like hang out and just be creatives in our chaotic way.
Yes.
And support each other. Because we get to talk about the randomest things on Coffee Bunny because we're all writers and we all have random deep dives and we're all various levels of creative and functionality sometimes. Like, and not just on screen, but also in chat.
But also, like, we also have
community.
Like, all this other knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, hence you helping me with my technical questions. And then when you have a research reference question, me being able to go deep dive and find that like during sprints and stuff, and being able to do that for everybody else too. Like, I personally feel like I have progressed so much further in my craft because of this regular weekly thing where I have a place I could ask questions, and I also have a place I could talk about what I've been doing, or also like a place where I could just share maybe my frustrations with my brain. She no worky. Why is she not my best friend? Or whatever, and just feel seen and heard. And yes. So see, okay, Nia agrees. Carrie, do you have any thoughts? Let me know. But I mean, no pressure.
Yeah, because Coffee Bunny, we have the stream,
Yeah.
It's December, and then this year really is like have started like Coffee Buddy is actually a thing we can use to promote other people, and
Right. And
I'm-
not feel like we're virtue signaling for us, you know?
yeah,
Because like we didn't want that to we wanted to do it as a group rather than like, behold me, a lovely writer who also
no, I want Coffee Bunny has evolved into being there and promoting other people
yes.
and forcing me to promote myself. Like you were like, you really do need to promote yourself in this newsletter.
I don't even wait. I was like, should I wait for Kat to put in her own Linktree links? And the answer was, let me Google her name and see if I can find her Linktree. And just put it in because why would I wait? I have ADHD. Yeah. Hi Maggie. We were just talking about you, babes.
We were. So like, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Yes.
And joy in like doing like having that random idea of like, I only got to promote like one thing from these people. What if I do a video that's like a
walkthrough of all their stuff? Yeah, I loved it. I love the idea. And I love to learn new things. I love to feel informed about things that don't depress the heck out of me. So yes, we will set up a Blue Sky Coffee Buddy account, and then through the Coffee Buddy, we'll then start a starter pack for writerly folks. So cool. I'm so glad you've all been able to join us for impromptu committee meeting. It's been great having you all here.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see y'all for our little chatty crochet coffee stream on Friday and on Saturday.
Description. Which we're slowly updating the description on.
Yes. So we'll be doing Friday at 11 a.m. No, excuse me, noon Eastern time, and then Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. This upcoming week, it'll be. You're gonna get so much Coffee Bunny. You just
in like that weekend.
Yeah. Help us what y'all want. Anyhow, and don't forget,
Maggie, I will go do that right now.
To wrench me for the crochet. Oh yes, we need to make. I'm doing it right now. Oh my god, I'm so glad y'all are here. Oh Lord. Oh my god. Okay. I know how to mod people, and I've got my list of mods, so I can just copy it over. But I am gonna say goodnight because we have been streaming for almost 3 hours, and we're kind of spent.
We're bordering on our old stuff.
Maggie, we do 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. That's when we start Coffee Buddy for 2 hours. Good night, y'all.